Yo, so I just been wanting to try this podcast thing out recently. So today we're gonna talk about my favorite artist, Playboi Carti, and his new album, Whole Lotta Red. Before we even get on the subject of Whole Lotta Red, let's talk about how I became a Playboi Carti fan. So to begin with, I never really was a big Playboi Carti fan to start off with. I was really into like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Lil Wayne, all the lyrical rappers that everyone be like, oh, best lyricist of all time. And in 9th grade, Die dropped. And I tried listening to it, but I really couldn't get into it because at the time, it wasn't my type of music. So some months passed and people were like, bro, Playboi Carti this, Playboi Carti that. So I'm like, I'm just going to try to listen to him again. And I went back to his first mixtape, self-titled, from songs like Location, Flex, Woke Up Like This, Let It Go. I just really started to like the songs. Even though he wasn't a great lyricist, the songs had good vibes to them, good feels. So I'm like, okay, I'm starting to like Playboi Carti. So then I go back to Die Lit. And don't even get me started on Die Lit. I love Die Lit. Like, just it's hard to explain how much I love the album. From songs like Home KOD to Lean For Real to No Time featuring Gunna. It's just those songs are very well composed and just put together, and with the beats, from the beats to the lyrics to how the ad libs, I just love Die Lit like I made it. So I started to listen to Playboi Carti more, and then I'm like, well, he never dropped music. So then my friend Kenny, he started like, bro, you never heard of Playboi Carti leaks? I'm like, bro, I don't even listen to leaks like that. But he put me onto the leaks. And when I tell you, this is what made me really, really like Playboi Carti. And I know some people are like, wow, you're supporting his leak music. How can you call yourself a fan? I'm not saying leak music is okay. All I'm saying is that I listen to it and I like it a lot. So I started listening to his leak music from songs like Gypsy Woman to, well, the song's out now, but it used to be called Whole Lotta Neon, just Beef, Glock. It's a whole bunch of songs that I love and I think that should be released legally so that the world can hear them. He can make money off them because they're just great songs to me. So then I started to really like Playboi Carti. Then I'm like, okay, when is he dropping? So it took him a whole year and a half to drop Whole Lotta Red. And if you're listening to Playboi Carti's first two albums and then you come to Whole Lotta Red, you're obviously gonna see different. Like, you're obviously gonna like see the difference. But me, I came in listening to Whole Lotta Red and I really, really, really liked it. Like, from songs like Stop Breathing to Place to my favorite song, Sky. It just was good to me. Jump Out the House, Go to the Moon with Kanye West, which you could tell that Kanye West produced through that whole album. Like, Kanye West and his production is very underrated, but that's another topic for another day. I really liked Whole Lotta Red. To begin with, I just like how rappers can evolve and change and just not be the same. Because, to mind you, Playboi Carti album, the original album for Whole Lotta Red, got leaked twice. So he don't have to change it up, because if everyone's hearing these songs, what's the point of him dropping music that everyone's already heard? And for the people who were like, oh, this album's trash and it was only out not even 10 minutes, are idiots. How can you get a judgment on an album in less than 10 minutes when the album is an hour long? But now I think people are starting to realize that the album is really, really good. It's just very different. Let's talk about another one of my favorite artists, which people might clown me for, Tyler, the Creator. If you go from his first mixtape, from Bastard to now, his whole style has changed. But look, Igor, probably his most successful album, he won a Grammy for. And everybody would be like, oh, the Grammys are rigged, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. He still won a Grammy Tyler the Creator, someone who started off with this dark, eerie, emo / rap, won a Grammy for, which should have been in the pop category, but they threw him in the whole rap thing because he's black, But he won a Grammy for an album that's totally different from where he started off from. Playboi Carti, Whole Lotta Red is totally different from his first 2 albums. But look, it's his first #1 album ever. And people could be like, oh, it's anticipation, or it was the wait. So people were going to listen to it because they waited so long. They wanted to see how it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he still went #1, and numbers will never lie. 115K first week. I mean, what can I say?
I really like to use cash.
Heard you were looking for that pressure, you know who to call. 101 collections, you can't find this in the mall. I wasn't born an athlete, but I could wear the ball. If it don't bring no